Yo, this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name's Steven and today I'm going to be talking about the PS5 DualSense Edge controller, what we know, what we don't know, and whether I think we should be looking forward to it or not. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to click that sub button. We're on the race to 2,000. Leave a like, leave a comment, do what you need to do. Won't waste any more time, let's get into it. So, a first party pro controller for PS5, finally. This was announced end of August at Gamescom. I've just not quite had a chance to get round to kind of having a look at it and talking about it yet, but it's something that I'm mega excited about, with the previous DualShock being one of my favourite controllers. And obviously I've reviewed a shit ton of pro controllers on my channel, so this is something that, you know, everybody needs and that I've been waiting for quite a long time. Of course, there are aftermarket controllers, things like Scuff, which I'm not getting into, talk about every single time. I'm not getting into Scuff, don't like it. But the DualSense controller will be a first party controller without having to go aftermarket. There's lots of shit I like about it, not very much I don't, and yeah, just kind of excited for it, so I couldn't go without doing some type of video on it. So everybody, as a whole, even Xbox players, love a DualShock controller. There's no getting away from it. This is very, very exciting. It's a great controller, they feel amazing, they look amazing, they do what they need to do. A lot of the pros use them for a lot of stuff like Rocket League, so this is just a fantastic thing to hear about. Xbox have had 2 gens of Pro Elite controllers already before PS5's even getting one. So they're definitely behind, so we should be expecting big things because they've got a lot of past experience to go on from other people. However, this is their first stab at it, so they're probably going to make quite a few mistakes. We know that the Elite controllers banged. I like aftermarket ones, but the actual Xbox Elite controllers, they absolutely smashed. What do we think of the design from what we've seen? It's kind of nice. I mean, we like the original DualShock, it just kind of seems like they haven't really added much to it. It just looks like it's got a couple more bells and whistles, which is basically what it is. Personally, I don't think it really needed changed. I liked it. They could have done something to make it look a little bit more premium. However, I do like the look of it so far, as from what I've seen. Features. Customizable buttons. Now on any controller, you would expect them, any type of pro controller that you're spending any type of money on, you would expect some customizable controls, which we do have. This will be able to be changed in a third-party app where you can change, it does say some buttons, it doesn't say all buttons, but you'll be able to change some buttons, specifically probably the back ones and the triggers, to what you ever want them to be. You'll be able to tweak the dead zone and the stick sensitivity, which I know you can do in some games, but this will mean that you can just change it in the app and it will keep it for all of your games rather than having to change it in each game specifically, so it will be universal. And one of my favourite things about the other Pro controllers is it'll allow you to have profiles for different games, which you can change on the fly very quickly, i.e. you have a set of settings that you like for Call of Duty, you have a set of settings that you like for Rocket League, you have a set of settings you like for other RPG games, whatever. You'll be able to change on the fly and just switch between them, which is a really nice feature to have, so you don't always have to go back in and change stuff and change it and change it and change it. You can just do it one set of profiles, and if you like different sensitivity for different games, you can change it that way. Bish bash bosh. Lovely, lovely feature. Okay, so yeah, I'm still under 2,000 subs. If you're on your phone, flip it around, click that sub button. I would massively appreciate it. If you're on a computer, back out, click that sub button. If you are on a TV, I don't know what to do. But yeah, it would be very much appreciated if you click that subscribe button. Costs you nothing, helps me massively, and you can obviously stay in touch with all my content as well as help a small creator. Thank you very much. We have customizable hair stop triggers, which is weird because the haptic triggers on the DualSense were meant to like go in certain games, like the bow on, can't remember what the fucking game is, but like the bow would dictate how far you pulled the trigger in, would dictate how far the bow came back and stuff. Anyway, this will allow you to have trigger stops to allow the travel distance of the controller to be less or more depending on what you're playing. Now this looks like it does have 3 stages, which beats out any controller so far that I've seen, which usually has like a shortened throw and then a longer throw. So this one looks like it will have 3, which may benefit a lot of people, it just depends. I like it, more is more. More is always more, especially when you're spending this amount on a controller. And the triggers also have these textured grooves on them, which look pretty cool. Nice, just like it. Nice to look at. Nice feel, I guess, or it will be. We have now what has become standard, changeable sticks with 3 different types. Your standard, high dome, and low dome, depending on the game that you're playing, depending on the feel you want to go for. You will be able to change these out as you see fit. Now wait for it. Here comes the big part. Changeable stick modules. Everybody hates stick drift when it happens on controllers. Now what you can do is you can buy replacement modules to swap out in the sticks. Oh, it's beautiful. Thrustmaster did it, but this is why I'm a little bit nervous about this. Great feature to have, however Thrustmaster made their modules dog shit, which meant that you had to keep on replacing them. Now I like the novelty of being able to change them, and I like the ability for the longevity of the controller to be able to change them, however I don't want to have to change them all the time. That gives me slight meh, because I want them to be amazing to the point where I don't have to change them, but if I need to, then I can. That makes sense? So yes, amazing con, amazing pro, potential con. we'll see how that pans out with the durability. DualSense durability seems to be pretty fantastic, so I can't imagine this will be any different. Fantastic addition for them to have made, and that puts them above the majority of Pro controllers, things like the Razer and things like the Elite and so on and so forth. We have no mention of battery improvement, which I feel like is an odd one, because the DualSense, it's kind of one of the only areas where it was let down a little bit. But with this one, you do have a really nice braided cable that comes with it, USB-C, which is pass-through charging. Also comes with a case, and just like the Elite for the Xbox, you can plug into the case to allow it to charge pass-through. No mention of battery improvement. I'm hoping there might be a small one, couple of 100 milliamp hours or something like that, but there's no mention of that just yet. The back buttons, this was an odd choice. They've got two of them. They look odd. They look like they'll be nice to use and kind of ergonomic friendly and stuff, but why is there two of them? Why is there not four? Like, this seems like a big oversight. I don't know if that's on feedback that they've gotten from people, whether it's for price, whether it's for... Why not four? Fucking add four, you know? Maybe they'll come out with attachments for it, like they did with the back button attachment for the original DualSense, but I feel like it needs more. Still, nice, it's a start to a Pro controller for PS5 and a move in the right direction. As I said before, it does come with that braided cable that you can plug in to use. I mean, it is going to be wireless, so I see no reason for you to use the cable to play with. I know that people talk about latency, but in my opinion, honestly, it doesn't exist anymore. It's not an issue. It's a non-problem. Play wireless. You're not shit because you're playing on wireless. You're shit because you're like me and you're just shit. But yeah, you have the option to do that, and that will maybe make you feel better, and the cable's meant to be nice. No launch date or pricing yet. That's going to come out in the next couple of months, but I would assume it's maybe going to be somewhere at like the 180 quid, $200 mark. And then to become competitive against the Elite on sale, it will probably go down to about 150 quid, $170 perhaps. It's going to come in, it's going to be an entry-level Pro controller because it's coming up against absolute behemoths like the Razer controllers and like the Xbox Elites. However, this is an amazing start, and I feel like it's just the start for what PS5 can do in the Pro controller area, especially wiping out dog shit, 300 quid, 500 quid scuffed nonsense pish that needs to disappear from the earth. But yeah, so this is a move in the right direction, and obviously everybody loves the DualSense. If you want something a little bit extra, this is something to look forward to. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for it? What do you think? Do you think it's going to live up to the hype? Anything you've got to say, drop in the comments and we can have a little discussion. Drop a like, leave a sub, and I'll leave another couple of videos just in the next one on a couple of controllers that I think were better than this, that you can maybe go and review, have a skeg, see what you want to do. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, I'll see you in the next one.